queen.
Put my hair in the front, girl, or in the back. I don't know. I think I always fucking, I don't know what to do with my hair.
It looks
ever.
hilarious from this point of view.
I always tool in my hair. I'm like, I don't know if to put it in the back or right here or what. But anyways, welcome back to the podcast, you guys. Tuning in to episode 58.
58. Oh my God.
Episode 58, Queen. And we have a lot to catch you up on from this week. As you guys know, we attended Laura's wedding this weekend.
That was fun.
I went to another event too that I have a little story time for you guys. And yeah, it was a crazy weekend. And that's pretty much what our week consisted of. And I think we could just dive into that. And then speaking of weddings, maybe we could talk about like the wedding world in general, like, you know, like wedding etiquette or like do's and don'ts and stuff.
Yeah.
So anyways, let's dive right in, girl. How's your week going? What's up?
It's going good. You know, just being a mother.
Period.
Like the first month is just like a cycle.
Yeah. It's always day, same
over
day over and over again. So let me backtrack. I went to another event. I went to the Aguilar's event on Thursday.
Yeah.
And I remember I was like, oh my God, I'm going to drink on Thursday. And then I'm going to drink on Saturday. I was like, I need to take it easy on Thursday. Girl, we ended up getting so drunk on Thursday too. But I mean, I got drunk, but it was like the normal drunk where like you have a good buzz going, but like the vibes are good. You know, you're not like haciendo ridículo or anything.
Yeah.
So we went to they had their launch with their collab with Lorella, which by the way, their palettes are iconic. Did you see how it's like a booklet?
That's iconic. I saw that.
So shout out to the Aguilars, you guys. Go get their collection. It's totally worth it. It's a great bundle. But guys, we went to this party, right? And Elizabeth went. Peter got so drunk.
I heard.
But like, it's crazy because, I mean, I didn't even know he was that drunk because we all pulled up and we were like, oh, you know, of course you get to an event and everybody's like, shots. Y'all, like, I feel like every event, like every time you pull up, immediately, like there's people with bottles and like, you need a shot. And then we got there a little bit like later into the party. We were not late, but we got there like a couple hours after and everybody was already lit.
Mm-hmm.
So they're like, y'all need to catch up. So there we are, like catching up and stuff. I didn't even realize like Peter was that drunk until like out of nowhere, like literally out of the blue, like I just see him like wanting to throw up. So I'm like, let's go to the restroom, you know? So we're like running to the bathroom.
When was this?
You
guys had just got there?
No, we got there like at 8. This was like at 10.
Okay.
But we got there like at 8:30 or so. So we had been there maybe like a good hour. A good hour and a half. So I felt like we were barely
starting the night.
Yeah, me and Elizabeth were barely like, let's dance. Like we hadn't even like danced or anything yet. We were just like getting into it, you know? Mm-hmm. And he's like, I have to throw up. And I'm like, oh my God. Okay, so I'm like taking him to the bathroom. But there was a really long line in the bathroom. And I remember they had told us earlier that there was another bathroom upstairs. But that upstairs restroom was like more low key because like people not everybody knew there was like an upstairs.
Yeah.
And like they were giving goodie bags. And right there was a bathroom. So I'm like, there's a bathroom upstairs. Like, he needs to throw up, you know?
Yeah.
So we're taking him upstairs. And as soon as, like, one of the coordinators in the venue, like, one of the owners sees that he wants to throw up, they're like, oh, no. We can't have that. He got to go. And we were like, oh, my God. No. And I'm like, wait. I was like, wait, hold on. I was like, Peter, like,
Get
it together. But like, I think the moment that they saw that he wanted to like throw up, they were like,
not having it.
Nope. They were like, you know, he's cut off. No, well, I thought they would just cut him off as in like he can't have anymore. Yeah. But I think just like that, them seeing him like, I don't know. I think the owner was saying like we can't risk him like breaking anything or something. Which, by the way, this has absolutely nothing to do with Candy and the owner from Lorella. Like, they were amazing.
Yeah.
Like, even, like, Candy was like, wait, why are they kicking him out? Because, like, at one point, they literally, like, kicked him out. Because I was like, we'll just take him downstairs. Like, he's okay, you know? Like, me and Elizabeth were like, he's fine. Like, he just needs to throw up.
You guys trying to still party? Like,
no, I was thinking, like, he just needs to throw up to feel better. That's it. Like, I know, like, I mean, at that point, when you're throwing up, you're blacked out. Let's be real.
I mean, yeah.
But I guess we were just so shocked because we were like, we just got here like an hour ago. Wait,
you
what?
guys didn't see it coming at all.
I was like, wait, I didn't see it coming at all. So we were just like, what do we do? And so we're going downstairs, and I guess Peter was like going down. He was really like out of it, dude. Like, it's crazy. We didn't realize like how drunk he got. And it was like this whole thing. Everybody's like, wait, why is he being kicked out? And they were like, he has to go. And then one of the owners too, there was like a couple of like people that were like the owners, I guess. One of them was like telling they were like communicating like, he gotta go, don't let him back in. And this is Peter just like, he's just wanting to throw up. That's literally it. He's not harming anybody. But I just want to say this has absolutely nothing to do, guys, with the Aguilars.
I heard even the Lorella owner. They were even like,
he was so Alex, the Lorella owner, because Candy too. She was like, wait, like what's going on? Like, why are you guys kicking him out? He's not doing anything, you know?
Yeah.
But even they were just telling him, they were just saying like, which I understand. Even the owners, like, I understand. They were just saying like, he's really drunk. Like, we don't want him to start breaking shit. He can't even stand, Mm-hmm. So we understood, We never like fought it or anything. We were like, okay, well, shit, he gotta go, ni modo. But we had just told Candy, and she was like, wait, why? Like, but they obviously told him to like, he's just really drunk.
Yeah,
nobody even fought it or anything. But even the Lorella owner, shout out to Alex, he was so sweet. He was like bringing Peter like drinks, like soda, not drinks, like soda, water. There was like, does he need anything? Does he need food? Do you want me to order him food? He was like so nice. And I was like, no, I'm so sorry, because like, he was like outside, like trying to help us with the situation. And I was like, go back inside, please. Like, go party. Like, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I was so embarrassed. After like, Raul and Ismael took Peter to the car, and me and Elizabeth went to go say bye to everybody. And like, they let us back in to like go to speed there ourselves and stuff. And we were only there for like 10 minutes because after it had actually ended.
Okay.
And I believe they actually wanted to go a little longer, but the owners were like, everyone's drunk already. It's best that you guys just end it and stuff.
Yeah.
But, I mean, I understood, he was drunk and everything, but it was just funny how, like, we didn't realize he would get so drunk. And then, oh my God, and Peter left his bag behind.
I heard that.
I guess he forgot that he left it. Well, see, that I didn't even know he left the bag behind, because if in that case, I would have, like, totally grabbed it on our way out, But, yeah, he got so drunk. I guess he had left it at a table when he got there. And then the next day, Elizabeth was, like, trying to get in contact with, like, the owner. No, it's funny because the next day, he was like, did anybody get my bag? I was like, oh my God, no. Like, what? The good thing is, Raul had gotten his camera, because we knew he had a vlogging camera on him. I didn't even know he had a bag on him. We knew he had his vlogging camera, so we made sure to like hold it for him. So it's in my car still. I literally have it till this day. I need to give it back to you, Gorge. But yeah, and then the bag stayed behind. And the next day, Elizabeth was like, I called the owner. I was like, how did you even get the owner's like information? But I guess she like contacted like the coordinator, or like maybe through Lorella. The point is, Peter did get his bag back.
Oh, he did?
He went. Literally, like a couple of days later, he posted like, I got my bag back. Like, I think he like went to LA to go get his bag.
Because the night after, we were like, he's not getting it back. We thought like he didn't get it.
We're like, fuck. Well, somebody probably took it, or because they were saying that they hadn't seen it or something. But I guess Peter got in contact with like the actual owner.
Oh shoot!
And he like pulled up and everything. He got his bag, which is good. That's great.
I'm shocked that they even let him like go over there, and since they were like,
I know, right? No, I think they were probably just like annoyed that night that he was like drunk and stuff. But I mean, it was nice of them to give the bag back, But yeah, it was so fun though. It was so fun. And then there was like an after party, but obviously we were like with Peter, so we were like, we can't really go to the after party. And then on top of that, we had like gone to go eat, and then I was just so tired after that. But yeah, it was really lit too, the Aguilar's party. And then
I didn't go to the Aguilars. I wanted to, but I'm still like at that stage where like I feel, first of all, I didn't even know if I was gonna go to the wedding, to Laura's wedding. Obviously, she had invited us months prior. When you have a newborn, it's like hard, and I don't know, I just feel like I wasn't ready to like, so I literally went for like a few hours. But that's why I didn't go to the Aguilars as much as I wanted to go and support. I was like, no, like, it
had a newborn at home.
I have a newborn at home that needs me.
And even at that point, I remember I asked you, I was like, are you going to the Aguilars event? And you're like, girl, I don't even know if I'm going to the wedding in general. Like, I don't know if I'm going anywhere. And like, because you were at home with a baby.
Yeah.
Which I was shocked that you actually like did end up going to Laura's.
So this is what happened. My friend Stacy also had a newborn, right? They're only like a few weeks apart. And I had messaged her because I was debating. I really was. I was like, oh my gosh, should I go? Should I not? And like the mom guilt kicks in too, right?
Yeah.
Like even a week before, Karina was texting me like, oh, I'm going to get a dress from Adela Bridal. Like, let me know. Are you going to get dressed too? I was like, I'll think about it. I knew in the back of my head, I'm like, I'm not going to go to the wedding. I just didn't want to like disappoint Karina just yet. I was like, But I was texting Stacy because I was like, okay, well, she had a baby too. Like, let me ask her if she's going. And she was like, I don't know. Like, she was the same way. She's like, I don't know if I can, like, I think for us, it's kind of like we're so attached to our babies that it's like we might just cry without them.
No,
you know?
And then also like they're newborns, so you're just worried about like, are they in good care? Like,
picture,
you want to, yeah.
I just couldn't picture like me apart from my baby, period.
Yeah.
So I really, really thought about it, and I was like, okay, because it's a wedding too. You know, I'm like, oh my God, like wedding.
It's a special day.
It's
a wedding.
It's a wedding. Like, I'm not just going to any party. Like, I'm going to a wedding, something really significant, you know. Mm-hmm. And I told her, I'm like, you know what? I'm going to go just for the dinner, just to go and support, you know. And she ended up telling me too. She's like, yeah, I'm going to go too, like just for a little bit. So I was like, yay, she's going too, you know. Literally the day before, went to Windsor, found myself a dress. It's funny because I thought it was really basic, but then I got a lot of compliments after. I'm like, oh, I guess it's like, it looked better on when I styled my hair and makeup. I think when I had tried it on, it just looked really basic.
That was nice.
But we ended up going to the wedding. I was there I got there at 7 p.m. and I left literally like at 10.
Yeah,
literally didn't go past 10. Like I feel like people, this is when like they had done the speech, this is when they had like done the first dance, and I felt like right when I like dipped was when like
the party got started
because I started seeing the stories and everything. I was like, oh shoot.
Well, that's when everyone started getting drunk. I feel like around 10 is when I started getting drunk.
I know you were already lit before I left, girl.
But I was barely getting there.
You know when I thought, oh my gosh, she's about to go fucking down. We had just seen Brittany. She's like, Karina, like, let's get fucked up. I was like, ooh, I'm leaving. I'm dipping. I'm just gonna
here we go.
I knew. I was like, oh, they're gonna get started.
Were you there when I was like, let's go get a bottle at the bar? And I was like, and then I go and the bartender was like, here you go. Just hands a bottle to us.
I was gone by then. I literally dipped right before you guys were like, you were already like drunk, kind of.
I feel like I was on a good one. I was
on a good one,
but I wasn't like drunk. Is that okay? Mia is in the back screaming. She sounds happy. You know what it is? It's because Noah's here.
Aww.
And she gets excited. So if you guys hear like in the back, it's Mia over there going crazy.
I'm like, I keep fixing my mic because y'all hear me. I'm like over here. I was good.
Yeah, you're good.
What was I saying? Yeah, when I saw Brittany, I was like, oh my God, it's about to go down. They're really gonna get lit right now. I was like, okay. I as much as I would have loved to stay there, you know, I am breastfeeding, so my boobs were already engorged.
You said you were engorged as fuck already at that point, huh?
Yeah, because I was already like 3 hours in, and I had just pumped like in the car at 7. And I was like, I had to pump already. Like my boobs hurt. Like I got a child to feed. I gotta go. So I left.
That's how
for
it
me.
Is,
like. Yeah. I went for, you know, to be there to show support, and I was there. I went for a little bit, but I'm glad I went, even if it was
just
a lot
of
fun.
Little bit. It was so fun, Mayra.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, we got so lit, y'all. Like I'm telling you,
I heard it ended really, really late.
It ended so fucking late. I don't know what time it ended. When I left, it was, I think it was 3 or 4 in the morning. I literally lost track of time.
Wow.
I don't even remember what time we left, but I know for sure it was like 3 a.m. and we were still on the dance floor, like going the fuck off. We were actually like with like, I don't know where the fuck they came from, but I don't know where like a jump rope came out of nowhere, like jump rope.
I saw that.
I don't even know who had a jump rope. I don't know if it was like maybe like maybe their family at the house had the jump ropes at the house. I don't know what it was.
I just saw like a story of you like
fucking blue, bitch.
I saw a story of you like all drunk as shit holding your dress, like going up on the jump rope.
I did like one jump and that was it, bitch. Like I really thought I could, huh? She's not in shape for that. No, literally, I don't know where that came from, but I don't know where. I just saw people jumping and I was like, ooh, let's go. Like, and it was so fun because we were obviously so drunk, but oh my gosh. Thank you, Laura, once again for having us, girl.
Thank you,
Laura
Queen.
and Victor. It was so magical. You
so
guys
beautiful.
are the cutest couple ever. They're so like, you guys are
even
iconic.
like the whole family, like the vibes.
Yes,
everybody's so welcoming.
Mama Laura, like
Mama Laura's a queen.
Like Mama Laura, you are such an icon. I freaking love her, dude. I feel like she gives Tia energy, like with 100%. Everybody. Like you meet her and like
she's
I feel
like family. Straight up,
you literally see her like as a Tia because she gives you that like loving.
Laura too, though. Laura is very 100%. Like nurturing, just like her.
Super, yeah.
She's a fucking queen.
Their whole family too, yeah.
Yeah,
her brothers,
they're all
too,
amazing.
They're all super nice. Like The speeches were so beautiful, Mayra.
The speeches, I know.
Yeah,
so
you know,
beautiful.
like when you do like when there's like speeches, I feel like whenever like I've given speeches, I'm usually trying to like not get too emotional, and I'm like,
or you don't know what to say.
You don't know what to say. You're like, oh, let's turn up, you know, like like you know, I loved how all of them, like, I don't even think any of them had like anything written down. I think it was just all straight from the heart, because they were like telling these stories about like these memories they had, and they were just all like crying. It was the cutest thing ever. I loved how like her brother was so open and just like expressing his love for his sister. I was like it's so funny, because even me and Candy were like, damn, they're like the perfect family, like dead ass,
literally.
Because Candy was like, she was like, we were saying like, do they even fight? Like they look like such a perfect family, like literally like perfect, like they're just the most like queens, all of them. But yeah, and then Mama Laura too, queen icon.
Mama Laura raised her children very well.
No, yeah, they have a really close knit. They're super close.
The love that they have for each other, like those speeches, I was like, oh my god,
you could tell that family is super close knit.
Yeah,
super. Yeah,
it was a beautiful, beautiful wedding. I'm sad I left early, but I saw you guys had a blast.
We did. We got so lit, girl. I'm telling you, like I don't even remember like. I mean, of course I remember like parts of it, but I'm like, oh my gosh, like the end, like maybe like 12 and after. I know Raul was saying that like there was tacos. I remember seeing them get there.
They did, Karina. They did. And Brian, he was like, okay, Brian drank. Okay. He kind of like, he was down to like stay for a little more. I was like, no, like we gotta go already. I'm like, my boobs hurt. Like, no, let's. And I was missing Noah. I was like, I want to leave already. Yeah. But Brian, he noticed that the tacos were still there. No, they were setting up barely, and he was like, no, babe, like let's just wait. Like let's get some tacos. I was like, no, it's fine. Like by the time they set up, like we don't know how long it's gonna take. I'm like, let's go, because it was already 10, and then I was feeling guilty too, being out. You know that fucking mom guilt.
Yeah.
I was like, no, let's go already. So we missed the tacos.
Dude, I thought. See, the next day I was like sad because I was like, fuck, I missed the tacos. Like I didn't eat tacos. But Raul was telling me, he's like, nah, you ate tacos all night.
Yeah.
I was like, what the fuck? Like, literally, Mayra, that's how drunk I got that I didn't even know I ate
was
tacos.
Just watching the podcast with Lily and Mango.
What you think?
I didn't get to finish watching it. I thought it was iconic, like the part that I did watch. But you had mentioned how you did eat, but you didn't remember.
I didn't, dude. I didn't know I ate tacos. Raul says like,
wait, I did finish the podcast. I did actually. Yeah, it was iconic.
Raul said that he had like he had gone to go get tacos, and he came to the dance floor with tacos, and then me and Lily just took the tacos like, period, bitch. As we should, imagine.
That's funny.
And I know Blanca was really drunk too. Everybody.
Oh my god, Blanca was lit from like the minute we got there.
We were dancing
like,
all night.
Girl, like, how you doing? She's like, girl. She was like at a 6. I was like, the party just got started, girl.
A lot of people got really drunk, because I remember
Lily was pretty lit too though when we pulled up.
I remember arriving.
That whole table was like already like on a good one.
We were arriving, and it was like, you know, the dinner hadn't even came out yet, and
cocktail hour had just ended,
and they were lit.
Yeah,
it's because that's the thing, y'all. Like, I'm sure they got started early too. Like, you know.
Yeah.
So they were like all on a good one already.
I just want to say though, that whole group, Lily, Blanca, all of them, Stacy, all that group is such a vibe. Like, I really, y'all, can we just hang out one day, just all together?
Oh my god, wait.
Somewhere.
Oh my gosh,
I love that group so much.
So, oh my gosh. So Lily and I were actually talking about, like, because we obviously hung out the day after. Well, a couple of days after.
Filmed.
Because we filmed a podcast, and we all, me and Lily were saying like we should plan a summer trip with like a bunch of content creators. Like, let's do it. Let's rent out a house somewhere.
Oh, that's amazing.
Good vibes. So we gotta start planning this shit, y'all. Lily, hit me up, mama.
It's hard for me because I have a whole newborn, but when I'm ready, girl.
Well, we were talking about doing it like later, like in August. So Lily, mama, I'm still down as fuck. Hit me up. We could like plan this. So we could start hitting people up already too.
I love that group so much.
Yeah. Like, we're thinking of like just inviting a bunch of people, and like, yeah, it would be so fun.
Just having a good time, good vibe.
Good time, y'all. Oh my god, did you see Beauty Bird, how she posted how Valentin has lost his watch?
Yes.
If you guys didn't see her story time on TikTok, Beauty Bird did like a get ready with me story time on how she got really drunk and how Valentin lost his Rolex,
girl, not just any watch.
Yeah, he thought he lost it. And so apparently they were looking for it all night, like literally, like she said until like 5 in the morning.
I'm sure she was freaking the fuck out.
She was crying. So he loses his watch, and they're just freaking out. At this point, they're probably thinking, either like someone took the watch or they lost it or whatever. The point is, the watch is fucking missing. So she's looking for that shit. I think even Lily was helping look for it. I heard that at one point.
Everybody was looking for it.
Yeah, because I left like at 3 a.m. But I think it was like after that, obviously I wasn't there to witness like the whole missing watch situation. But apparently, like at one point, like everybody was like looking under the fucking tables, everywhere for this shit, right? Everywhere for this.
God.
Well, for a Rolex, bitch. Of course, I'd be
flipping tables, bitch.
Flipping tables looking for a Rolex, bitch. I'd be lifting up the manteles and everything, In the Ramos centerpieces. Where's my fucking Rolex? But we were obviously not there when that happened. But the next day, Mayra, obviously, I had no clue that there was even a missing watch ever. Mm-hmm. So the next day, I'm super cruda as fuck. I'm so drunk. I'm still like recovering, bitch. Limping. Yeah. Literally, I was limping the next day. So I get in my car and I see a watch. I'm like, whose watch is this? And Raul was like, oh yeah, Valentin, he gave me the watch yesterday. He told me to hold it for some reason. And I just held it. And then obviously after that, they were drunk and he forgot he had it in his pocket when we left. He forgot he even had the watch on him. And he's like, yeah, you should probably text her, like just in case, he's like looking for it. And I was like, yeah, I'll send her a text. So I just told her, I was like, hey girl, like, we have Valentin's watch. Just wanted to let you know, just in case he thinks he lost it or something. Honestly, at this point, I'm thinking like, they probably haven't even realized he lost it. And they're going to be like, oh shit, she has a watch. So immediately when I send her that, she FaceTimes me like right away. She's like, oh my God, Karina, you're not gonna fucking believe like the shit show we went through for that watch.
Oh my God.
Apparently, yeah, they were looking for it all night. Like she ended up staying after all too. They didn't even go home because they got really drunk too,
Yeah.
And that it was like this whole shit show. She said that she was crying over it and stuff. I was like, girl, I'm so sorry. I didn't even know we had the fucking watch. We didn't even, until we left, and until the next day is when I was like, oh shit, even Raul had forgot he had it,
Holy
but
shit.
I guess what happened was, Raul says that Valentin was showing Nestor the watch because I think they both have like the Rolex. I don't know. I guess they were showing each other their watches or whatever. Yeah. Just like them doing that. And that I guess he took it off to show him. And I have a feeling that maybe he was like a little drunk to put it back on.
So he was like,
so that he just told Raul like, "Oh, can you hold this for me?" And then that's
the good thing is that Raul, even though Raul was probably shit faced, that he actually remembered. Not even just remembered, that he actually like put it in the car.
Yes, because imagine like Raul would have been like, okay, and then just leaves it on a table or something. I'm sure it would have eventually been found. Yeah. But I think even Raul forgot because the next day he was like, oh shit, that's right. He told me to hold it. Yeah. And I was like, oh my gosh. God. And I was like, oh my God, Yasmin, I'm so sorry that happened. Like, fuck, girl. Obviously if we would have been there when they were like, oh, where's his watch? I'm sure Raul would have been like,
problem solved immediately.
Immediately Raul would have been like, oh,
no, what would have happened was you guys would be like a whole hour looking for it, and then Raul would be like, oh shit, you actually gave it to me.
That would totally what fucking happened.
And then after that.
But that happened.
What the fuck?
But we were not even there to witness any of it. But yeah, I heard it was like a whole thing with the watch.
No, I heard it was like it was people were looking for it. Yeah, it was a big deal. It's a fucking Rolex.
Oh my god!
And then just to know that you guys had it, it's just funny.
Me at home snoring,
y'all roncando with a fucking watch in the car.
Yeah, I was like, oh my gosh. But yeah, that happened. Goodness. The next day, Mayra, I woke up like. See, the thing is, bad. Like, when I drink and I'm, like, lit, like, I'll be, like, dancing the night away. Yeah. And I think I just go too hard with dancing sometimes. The next day, like, my hips will be hurting and shit. Like,
were you falling and stuff? I heard you fell.
I heard I fell. Don't remember falling. I feel like I usually remember.
Did you black out?
I didn't think I blacked out. I didn't think I did, but... I don't know, because I heard that I fell. Did I actually? Yeah, well, yeah, Beauty Bird was telling me I fell. And I was like, I didn't even remember falling. I usually remember my fucking falls.
You were lit already when I left, so I could imagine.
I probably did black out, but I feel like
Not enough to like be like a noodle on the floor.
Yeah. I guess when I think about blacking out, I think about like haciendo ridículo. And I don't think I was like doing anything stupid.
Yeah.
Or unless I don't remember. Fuck.
I don't know. No, actually too, because I feel like blacking out is like when you're like literally like you can't, like you're like,
well, I did get home, Mayra. Like I woke up in the morning and I was like, when the fuck did I come upstairs? Like that.
What?
I don't remember getting home. Nope. I don't remember. I actually woke up, Mayra. Like this how out of it I was. I woke up like my lashes were on, my whole face, my earrings were on. My big dangly earrings were still on.
You fell asleep with those?
With my earrings. I didn't have my dress on.
Ooh.
But like I had my hair, like my
Sleeping Beauty,
like literally con los aretes and everything, and they were like stabbing my fucking the back of my ears.
Y'all piercing your fucking neck.
The first thing I did was like take those fucking earrings off. They were literally stabbing me, bitch. I was like, oh, I fell asleep like this, and my fucking eyelash was all smashed and shit. Like if I had fallen asleep on the pillow.
Fucking drunk when you fall asleep in your fucking makeup.
Like bitch, fucking beat ass face and all, lashes y todo. And I woke up and I was like, oh, I gotta take this shit off. I was just like, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, she got lit, girl. It was so fun. It was so fun, y'all.
You guys still really had plans to go to Picolandia the next day.
Well,
they did go. You didn't.
They went to Pico Rivera. Yeah. Well, some of them went because I guess like this. Something happened too where they had like all pulled up.
Did Lily go? Because I didn't see her stories.
Yeah. So they had all pulled up, but like the ladies up front only had like a certain amount of bracelets, and then even Lily was like, "Yo, like." We got our tickets, you know, like, and everything. But, like, for some reason, like, they were waiting forever. And at the end, they were just like, well, let's just go. So they didn't even end up going.
Lily and Mando, just them?
Yeah. A few of them. Like, it was like Blanca too. It was a few of them that didn't end up going.
What?
Yeah, I don't know something that had happened up front.
Is that why they just went to eat after?
Yeah, they ended up going to Tempo, which is pretty lit too. You know?
I mean, they still made up for it.
I'm sure they still had fun. And I was so apuntada the day before. Like the day of the wedding, I was like, of course, yeah, Pico Rivera, that sounds so fun. Let's go. And then that morning, I was just like, and Mando texted Raul, like, y'all almost ready? I was like, I think y'all almost ready. I think I was knocked the fuck out because Raul was telling me, like, get up, like, get ready. I was like, for what? I was like, wait, I forgot. I literally forgot. Yeah. I was like, get ready for what? I'm like, dude, like, what, you know? But yeah, they were gonna go, and I was just like, I can't. Like, I literally all day, Mayra, I was just like,
Yeah,
and then also. Bad. Being back home already with Mia too, I was just like, this is just too much. We were talking about how like in Mexico, how we were going like day after day after day. And I'm like, I think it's maybe because like I didn't have my baby and I was on vacation mode. But once I was back home here, like I was just like, you know, we're taking care of Mia and stuff. And then like I also was like, oh, I didn't see you all day yesterday. Aww. And then I just felt like shit in general. So I was just like,
I heard the alcohol's like different in Mexico. That's why.
I heard that too. But Lord, the cruda was real as fuck, dude.
Well, that's one thing I don't miss about fucking drinking. The hangovers, girl.
Oh, Jesus, girl.
Like, literally, I don't know if I can go back to drinking like that, girl.
I know, huh?
Like, just thinking about the hangovers, I'm like, ugh. Like,
well, I feel like... Yeah, like...
When you're pregnant, you learn to have fun without fucking alcohol, first of all. You go so long without drinking it. And you kind of get used to it. Like, I really feel like I could have fun without it.
No, yeah, true. This episode is sponsored by BetterHelp. You guys, lately I've been realizing I don't really prioritize myself, and it's kind of sad, girl. First of all, I'm a mom of a toddler. You know, she takes up 90% of my time. At the same time, I'm trying to be a good wife, trying to be a good sister, trying to be, you know, a good businesswoman and take care of a million things. And I'm realizing, have I prioritized me? It's so easy to get caught up in what everyone else needs from you and never take a moment to think about what you need from yourself. But when we spend all of our time giving, it can leave us feeling stretched thin and burned out. Oh my God, I've been there so many times. Therapy can give you the tools to find more balance in your life so you can keep supporting others without leaving yourself behind, girl. You know what? With mom guilt, a lot of times you feel selfish prioritizing you and you don't really think about it until you look back and you're like, wait, for my own sanity and for others to be well around me, I need to be the best version of me and I gotta take care of my own mental health before I can take care of others. I've had a couple therapy sessions myself, you guys, and I've realized that everybody needs therapy. It's not just a trauma-based thing where you feel like you could only seek therapy if you have really big issues. I feel like everybody could benefit from it. Even when you don't think you need it, it helps you get to know another side of you and set boundaries, and it just helps you grow as a person. If you're thinking of starting therapy, give BetterHelp a try. It's entirely online, you guys, which I love. It's designed to be convenient, flexible, and suited to your schedule. You just fill out a brief questionnaire to get matched with a licensed therapist. And what's amazing is you can switch therapists at any time for no additional charge. A lot of times you meet with a therapist, you try it out once and you're like, that sucked, because you feel like you just didn't connect with a person. But the truth is, you guys, with therapy, you need to meet several different therapists until you meet the person that you feel comfortable with.
Find more balance with BetterHelp. Visit BetterHelp.com/chinsandgiggles today to get 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/chinsandgiggles.
But like, you know what's crazy with me? I feel like, you know what? I've always had like moments, like I like turning up, you know, even before Mia, like I like turning up and stuff, and I would get drunk here and there. I feel like after I had Mia, like if I'm going on a night out and I know that my baby's being taken care of at home, it almost feels like you're like, oh my gosh, we have a night out.
It's a night
like,
out, and you take advantage.
I do, and I'm like, okay, it's gonna be lit tonight, you know, like, cause like it's different, like, cause even like parties here, for example, Mia's birthday party, like I drank a little bit, but it was not like that at all. Mayra looking at me, what? Mayra, it wasn't like that. I didn't get drunk like that.
You didn't get. Well, you were drunk, girl.
I got buzzed, but I wasn't like fucking drunk.
No, yeah, you were on a good one, but you were not like crazy.
No, because like, I mean, I don't know. It just depends. I feel like whenever we have a night out, we're like, you know, both are like,
but you know what?
Today.
I feel like you deserve that, like that night out, period. No, because I was talking to Blanca, because I was telling her, I'm like, oh, you know, I wasn't sure if I was going to come. You know, I felt like guilty, like stepping out. And she was telling me, she's like, she had said something about like, in order to, okay, girl, Blanca, I'm sorry, girl, I'm not wording this right at all. She's talking about like a cup full of water. In order to fill up other people's cups, yours has to be full.
Oh, I love that.
And I'm like, oh, that's so true.
You have to take care of you too.
Yes, like you got to put yourself first too. That's why even like simple little things like I'm sure me and Brian, like, you know, down the line right now, I'm still not like ready to
right
be going
now
out.
He's still a newborn.
He's still a newborn, and I went to a wedding because it was something so significant. And it's a wedding, you know. But in the future, I would love to, like, let's go on a date. Like, let's leave Noah 100%. To my mom or my suegra, and let's go watch a movie. Or, like,
that's how it is,
you
Mayra.
need those little breaks, too,
you know? The first few months, of course, you're all about baby. You're, like, super into that zone, 100%. I mean, me, I feel like for the first fucking year, like, I was just, like, mom mode, like, hardcore. And I honestly feel like, and I feel like even people could agree that even you guys, from what you see online, I feel like just this last year or like recently, I feel like even just this last year is when you've really seen me go out and you've seen me turn up and like, and that's because truly after like Mia turned 1, I feel like that's when I really started to feel myself
feeling yourself again. I've heard and after that first year is when you start feeling yourself again.
And this is when I'm more like, okay, you know, like I'm a mom first.
Yes.
And family comes first, but I'm going to have a good time when I have a good time.
Absolutely.
I'm also going to,
as you should.
I'm also gonna like enjoy my life, you know. Yes. I could be a great mom, but I could also be a bad bitch. What's good?
What's fucking good, really queen?
Like, no, as you should. Deserve. That's a bad way to explain a bad bitch. No, I mean like you know what I mean.
Yeah,
you could be a great mother. You could be a great sister. You could be a great this and that. But you also need to have some fun.
It's balance.
It's balance, guys.
It's balance, period.
Like, just because you have your kids and stuff doesn't mean that, like, you can't have fun here and there, you know?
Yeah, of course.
Like, of course it'd be different and if I was out every fucking day leaving my kid behind. That's different, you know?
Yeah.
But, yeah.
But we did want to talk about in general, like, you know, we have got married. I feel like
it's wedding season right now, huh?
It's wedding season right now. You kind of got, what year did you get married?
I got married in 2019.
I got married in 2017. I feel like sometimes people don't know if I got married or not. Do you randomly get those messages like, oh, you know, like, I wonder how your wedding would be or something?
I feel like most people know that I got married.
Yeah, I feel like for me, I've gotten like 1 or 2 comments like, oh, you know, I would love to see you as a bride. And I'm like, I'm already married, girl.
That's so funny.
Yeah, it's so funny. I've literally gotten just a couple of those comments, like, and I'm like, oh, that's funny. Like, you know,
I got married in 2017.
I got married in 2017. That was a while ago. 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23.
6 years ago?
It's going to be 6 years this September 30th, girl.
Wow.
Ain't that crazy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Us too, it's been 4 years.
Yeah. And we wanted to like talk about it, you know, like, because when I got married, I really thought like the planning or even after I would, because people always ask like, what would you do different? Is there anything that you regret? Like, you know, so is there anything that you would change about your wedding? Because I know you had a big ass wedding with like a lot of people. How many guests was it?
I thought it was 400. I'm not kidding. I think 500 people showed up to my wedding.
It was crazy, Karina.
And honestly, we had a fucking blast.
Yeah.
You know, if you would have asked me recently, like, is there anything you would change? I would say no, because I had the time of my life. But now really thinking about it, Mayra, I think a lot of people like brought like plus ones that were like probably not invited.
See, that's the thing. Like when someone says like, because you're invited to the wedding, bitch, it's you invited to the wedding. Because I had a list. Not your whole neighborhood, girl.
Because we obviously had a list. I mean, for us to have like 400 chairs available and for there to be people that were like, didn't have seats.
See, that's like, people se pasan too, Karina. Like if I'm telling you like you and your family are invited, like why would you bring like other people? I don't that you don't even know.
People do
That's the thing about weddings. Like people get excited about it and they're like, oh my God, I want to bring so and so, and like the bride doesn't even know you. Like why would you
need to really strangers? I feel like that has to do, there's a whole thing of like wedding etiquette, and I also want to like touch in on that because people don't understand that like weddings are so expensive. You bringing that random person they gotta pay for them to eat.
Yeah,
they gotta pay an extra seat for them to sit, and it's not cheap.
Yeah.
So like when you're thinking of every single guest you're coming, you should not be offended if you just have a plus one or if you don't have a plus one at all. Because literally that's another person they have to pay for to be there.
Yeah. And
they don't even probably know them. And like they're over here having to like spend money, extra money on top of everything, because weddings are so expensive, you guys.
Yes.
And honestly, like for me, maybe I wasn't as strict with people, and maybe I wasn't telling them like, remember, you only have a plus one or this or that. But I just know that a lot of people showed up. And I genuinely remember meeting people that day, Mayra.
Yeah?
I remember meeting people that day that I was like...
not people, you meeting people the day of your wedding.
I swear to you, I remember seeing a lot of people, and I remember thinking like, this is the first time I'm ever meeting you.
See, that's not okay.
They probably came with like family or something. Yeah.
No, se pasan.
Another thing that I noticed a lot from my wedding, like a lot, and that stood out immediately to me, was the amount of pictures that guests wanted. Mm-hmm. I remember, like, for the first few hours, no podíamos ni comer, dude. Mm-hmm. So, like, and I remember even Luis, like, he had, like, told someone, like, they're eating. Like, it felt very much like so many people brought so many different people that maybe some people wanted to meet us.
Yeah.
And it was just, like, for a while, like, that is something I will say. I wish that guests let the bride and groom enjoy the time and not bother them too much with like pictures and stuff.
I get that,
you know.
Yeah, because now that we went through that, now my throat crackling a little bit. Well, now that we went through that, when you guys get married, you know that the picture thing, it could get a little overwhelming because you don't have like, you can't do much. Already the photographer is taking pictures of you.
Pulling you left and right as it is.
Pulling you left and right to get pictures. And then the family, which... It's not a big deal. It's not a big deal, but when it's like, it could become overwhelming where you can't like live in the moment. Mm-hmm. So now that we've lived that as brides, we know like when we go to weddings to not do that. Because even at Laura's wedding, there was a moment where I was like, okay, she's here right now. Let me ask her for a picture. But I thought about it. I'm like, no, I don't want to be that person right now because she probably literally just took a picture right now.
She probably wouldn't even mind, but
it depends. It depends. Like we ended up getting our group picture with like a lot of us. It felt right, but for me to pull her and be like, she's eating right now, let me tell her to take a picture. Yeah. There's a time and place.
It depends. Yeah, it depends, and I also think that like, I don't know what it was, but I do remember that was something that stuck with me from my wedding. That I was like, oh my god, like I couldn't even dance because it was just picture after picture after picture. I remember at one point, me and Raul like finally like dancing, and I remember having to tell someone like, "Can we just finish this song really quickly? Like, I'm so sorry, like just really quickly." And I have never ever been the kind to like been like, "Hold on," never. But I just remember I was like, "Oh yeah, just real quick," you know, like. I just remember feeling so overwhelmed and thinking like, oh my god, we're not even able to dance at our own wedding.
Can I be honest though? One thing I did notice on your wedding,
what?
I feel like people, you know how we're saying that people brought like other people, and it shouldn't have been like this because it was supposed to just be like, you know, family. But I do feel like people brought certain people that were fans of you, mm-hmm. and that's where it made it. I'm just being honest, mm-hmm. and nothing wrong with that, right? But you know, that's when you start overstepping boundaries. Like, you know, it's my wedding. These are strangers, and it's fine. Even them bringing it, like, and you being fine with it, it's okay. But like, that's when they started overstepping. Like, I want to take a picture with her, and maybe they didn't get the right picture. So like, oh, let me go take another picture with her. Let me like taking pictures the whole night, and that's when it became a little. overwhelming.
But honestly, I look back at my wedding, and it was an absolute dream. Yeah. I will never like recover from that day. It was so beautiful. But it was just a little something that like it did stand out to me that I just wish maybe I shouldn't have just always, like I should have been like, guys, remember like this is who's on the list, like please respect like the not bringing extra people, because it did upset me to see some of my own family and friends like not having a table and us having to like figure it out.
So yeah, like for my wedding too, it wasn't like I think it was like a little 200 plus people. I remember we exceeded it because we had to pay extra at the end of the night because it exceeded the limit. But it wasn't like 400 or 500 people like your wedding. That was like insane, girl.
It was fun though. It was a lot of fun. I guess I really, the only thing I would change is like, I just wish that I was probably more strict on like, please don't bring like extra people because we have a certain amount of seats, you know?
I think one thing I would change about my wedding, I would make it intimate now. I feel like I think my mentality has changed a lot. Like even my baby shower, I was very strict. I made it known like it's just who I invite and that's it. No plus ones, nothing. I was very like, mine was so intimate and I loved it because I feel like I could cry in front of the people that I actually cared, loved, and not having to worry about someone bringing like a stranger. I feel like if I were to get married again, it would be so intimate. Like truly, because the wedding it's about you. It's not about your guests. And then to hear later on that somebody made a comment that they didn't like this or that, like I much rather prefer a wedding where it's literally immediate family and that's it. A couple close friends and that's it.
Yes.
You know, well, we're saying this because we lived like the big wedding, right? You know, saying you would like quedarte con las ganas of a big wedding. But I would much rather have like an intimate wedding. If anything, I think it's genius. Have an intimate wedding and put that money into a home or your honeymoon.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I don't know.
No, yeah, honestly, like, you know, big parties are amazing too. Like, they're so fun. And of course, I wouldn't change that. But yeah, like, there is something beautiful about like an intimate thing. It's like our honeymoon, like it was just Raul and I have so much memories of that
because it was so like
I have so many memories of my wedding too, but something about my honeymoon, it's like it stands out too because it was just the two of us and we were so happy we just got married and it was just so I feel like everyone deserves like a honeymoon to just take 100%. It all in together aside from everybody and just like take that moment together. But I wanted to, you know, speaking of weddings and stuff, it's wedding season right now. I wanted to talk a little bit about like, you know, wedding etiquette as like guests, you know. I actually like searched some up. So being on time, RSVPing.
Oh yes,
it's so important.
Do you RSVP to? parties and stuff. Keep it real, girl.
2 parties, I'm gonna be honest, I don't RSVP as much to parties.
No one ever does, because when we throw parties, nobody RSVPs. And you know that they're gonna show up, but you know nobody does.
But for weddings, Mayra, it's extremely important.
For weddings, it's more important because you know that there's like an actual, like, plates are counted, everything's counted.
It's very important for weddings, yeah. And I had an RSVP for my wedding too, but I think I was just like not taking the RSVP thing serious. I wasn't like reminding people like, please RSVP, you know. But it is very important to RSVP to weddings, you guys, because there really are. RSVP is something that is stressing the groom and the bride out. Yeah. Like they're thinking like, I need to know a head count. Yeah. Every single plate is going to be expensive. Every seat is important to count, you know. Yeah. So if you're going to a wedding, absolutely RSVP. I'll be honest, I don't RSVP immediately, but like I will eventually RSVP, even if it's like a little later on, but I will eventually RSVP, you know.
I think Laura's like, I had not RSVP'd because I was super like, I was not sure what was going on. And then at some point you told me like, oh no, you are on the list. I think she had like, just like put us. Like
she had, I think she had told me, she's like, you're coming, right? I was like, yeah. She's like, okay, I RSVP'd y'all. I was like, okay. Yeah. No, but I did go like afterwards, and I did go like, I did go confirm.
Yeah, you just have to be considerate, you know, when you RSVP. And also even me knowing that like I was on the list, I was like that I put a lot of thought into that. I'm like, I'm not gonna just like not go, and she put us on the list. Like it's inconsiderate when you RSVP and then you don't go, or if you don't RSVP and you do go, because it does like mess everything up. It does,
yeah.
You know, that's when you start having people randomly come in and you don't have seats for them.
Yes, that part. Another thing is like abide by the +1 invitation etiquette, you guys. Like you have to. That is a huge part of like, I feel like etiquette in general with anywhere you're going.
Yeah.
Even if it's a birthday party, like if you're going to bring your tia, you're going to bring all your nieces and nephews, like you got to let the person inviting you at least tell them or ask them.
Give them a heads up.
Hey, can I bring so-and-so? I think it's very random when you just show up with like people that, you know, that they probably like, what? Oh shit, I didn't know these people were coming, you know?
Yeah.
Especially because, you know, that's what RSVP is for. And for a wedding, like if you got a +1, yeah, you bring that +1 and that's it. Yeah. It's nada de que, well, I have a +1, but I'm gonna bring this or this and that. For me, for example, when I go even to like these events,
yeah,
if I have a +1, like let's say I really want to like bring a certain friend or something, I will never just like pull up with my +1. Like I will ask like,
can I bring so and so?
Can I bring so and so? And there's times that I don't even do that because I'm like embarrassed. I'm like, I don't want to be in Simosa bringing out my crew and stuff, you know?
Yeah.
But whenever you do, you have to ask, you guys. It's literally like, it's just etiquette, you know, for any party. But it's very important for like a wedding. If you have a +1, I saw on TikTok that someone said that there was like an issue with someone, like she told her cousin like, you and your girlfriend. But like, what if the guy breaks up with her and he wants to bring somebody else that doesn't know the bride?
See, that's hard because I have certain people in our circle, you know those relationships that they be breaking up every other week, girl. And I'm like, I got a plan around them, like for events. I'm like, are they gonna be together like by the time we have this event? Like, are they gonna be broken up?
So what do you think of that though? For example, like if you're like, okay, you and your girl are invited, like say he gets a new girl, like if I don't know you, because this person on TikTok had said like basically like, well, I don't know your new girl, she's not invited. It was very much like that situation. So what do you do in that with that? I feel like I'm not that strict with that. Like I'm not that just strict bring your +1 and we're good. You bring whoever you want as your +1. Just don't bring +2, +3, +4. Yeah, it's rude. Yeah, you know, because people don't know like how expensive weddings are. We're talking like upwards of hundreds of dollars just to bring these extra people, like to provide a meal for them, to a seat and all that, you know?
Yeah. This is another good one. Explore their wedding website, because this is when they tell you like the attire and everything.
Oh, yes.
Like for example, Saturday, it was all black attire. What happens if you didn't look at the website or look at the invite? Well, it was on the website, no?
It was on the website.
Yeah. What happened if you didn't look at that and you pull up with, I don't know, a yellow dress? Like, bitch, now you're going to stand out from everybody else.
Yes.
Yeah. It's important. I feel like you get the vibes in general of the wedding. Yes. When you look at that, you get to see literally the outline.
If it is an all black wedding, you show up in fucking black, whether you like it or not.
Yeah.
Or like, of course, never wear fucking white.
Oh, yes, girl.
Have you came across those TikToks where they'll be showing bitches wearing white to people's weddings?
I'm like, how did it not cross your head?
I'm like, y'all gotta be dumb to not know. You fucking know.
Pulling up in wedding dresses, basically, at this point.
In cream, any of that. Like,
I feel like just any color that's like, you know, you know not to. Like, anything around that, you know, even if it's a fucking nude. Like, even nude, I'm like, don't do it.
Even like a nude, I'd be like, I don't know about nude, you know?
Yeah.
Like, you know, it's just like a universal thing. Like, you just don't pull up to a wedding.
Some people don't know. Some people will pull up.
No, but some people... It's que también, Mayra.
I saw a TikTok freaking the suegra was like in a wedding dress. I was like, bitch, I know you did this shit for real, like on purpose.
I've seen stories like that. Like, what would y'all do if your mother-in-law pulls up in a white dress to your wedding? That is crazy. You know what you're doing at that point. Like, okay, we get it. Like, you feel like you're the mom, blah, blah, blah. This ain't your wedding, girl. It's giving very much like,
pick me.
I'm marrying my son thing. You can't have it.
I'm marrying my son.
I don't know. It's giving fucking weird for sure. Like, what are you, the bride? I'm so confused.
Just follow the damn dress code.
Yeah, like, just follow the dress code and that's it, you know?
But a lot of people don't have dress codes sometimes.
It doesn't matter.
But you should. Oh, no, yeah. No, I'm saying like in general, like if you choose for them to all have like one color and stuff.
Yes,
I feel like
follow the dress code.
If you want to avoid all that, do a dress code.
I think that's a little rude to show up in a different color if they tell you wear all black.
Rude if you show up to like a wedding with shorts and stuff.
Oh, okay.
If you're pulling up with like a t-shirt and some short basketball shorts, okay, that's rude.
Yeah,
I think you should kind of have an idea of what to wear.
Should
to a
follow
wedding.
the attire. That's true.
I feel like.
You know what's different though for me?
I don't want you pulling up in sweats to my wedding.
Of course not. But like for example, like with us, I know that it was like what is it called, black tie, or like it's black tie, right? When you go like dress elegant. But like if my tío comes out in boots and shit, I don't care.
No, I love that.
That's you still look good. I just want you to look presentable for an event.
Yes, I want you to try.
Yes, like if you want to come in your boots and your tejana, like I'm here for it. That's so cute, you know. But like don't pull up in fucking shorts or sweats or. You know, like sneakers, you know, like
yeah. like try. Mm-hmm. Okay, so I'm not the biggest person like on being early to events, but I feel like because
for weddings though, you have to.
For a wedding, yes. Especially the ceremony. If you're thinking of going to the ceremony, you either arrive early or don't go at all, because you're not about to pull up down the aisle with me.
Oh, going down the fucking aisle. That part. If you're going to the ceremony, you better arrive on time, because you're not about to pull up in church, open the doors as the ceremony is happening.
Yeah, that's
rude.
See, that I think that's rude. That's what I'm saying. I feel like if I'm running late, then I just won't go to the ceremony. Mm-hmm. Like I'm like, okay, I'll just arrive to the party, you know. But I feel like for the ceremony, even though like I could be like, you know, a little late sometimes, I'm not gonna bust that shit at the ceremony. If I'm going to the ceremony, I'm gonna make sure I'm there before you walk down the aisle, girl.
No, yeah. Don't be showing up like mid wedding, like mid saying I do. Like I feel like that's a little weird. No. Also, like there is people that would also say like, if you're gonna go to the wedding, do the ceremony too. Some people could see that rude to not go to the ceremony. Mm-hmm. Because a lot of times, you know, like of course everybody's there for the peda and so people want to go turn up. But like if the bride wants you at the ceremony too, like that's their wedding. Like you shouldn't just be missing the ceremony. I do want to say, guys, for this past weekend we were not at the ceremony, but that's only because they had like for the actual ceremony part,
intimate.
It was very intimate, and she just had like her really close friends and family. So like but if the bride, but like for example, if she would have been like,
but if she had like
like if you're invited to the ceremony, I think it is rude to not go.
It's a privilege to be invited to the ceremony. First of all, that part. So for you to be late, something because. That's the thing I don't get for a wedding. Like, I feel like the ceremony is, like, the most important. But you're getting married.
That's, Like, if you're invited to it, it's because they really want you there. And, like, for you to miss that, it's like, come on. That's, like, such a special moment for you to just miss. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh, also, like, you know, respect their, you know, going back to the whole +1 thing. Like, respect if they don't want a if they want a no-kid wedding, respect the no-kid wedding. Mm-hmm. I know people have different opinions about no kids. Like some people will be like, "Oh, why no kids?" I'm a parent, and I'm all here for the no kids at weddings. Mm-hmm. Kids are so fucking desmadrosos, dude. Have you seen those TikToks?
People doing their first dance and the kid like running around. Like, first of all, I get it. Like when you go to a party, you're like, yay, you know, you kind of let your kids do whatever the fuck they want. But at a wedding, girl, where are the parents? Like when the kids literally over there pulling the veil and stuff. That Absolutely is so. Kids are gonna be kids, and they don't care where they are. They don't care if they're at a wedding or wherever they are. They're gonna be kids. They're kids. But that's why I understand the no kid policy. I get it. 100%. 100%.
I don't understand how a parent could be offended by somebody not wanting your kids at their party or their wedding. I don't know how you could be offended by that. If anything,
I feel like that's you know, like all the parents' free time. Like,
yeah, it's their night out. You know, I've been to a couple weddings where it's no kids, and I'm here for it. You know, I'm like, you know what?
You're gonna have a good night.
You're gonna have a good night, and you know what? It's a wedding. Wouldn't you want to, like, you know, wouldn't you want to leave the kids back home, go have a good time, and actually enjoy the wedding instead of chasing after your crias all day? Like, you know, that's how I see it. You know. So I don't know how people could actually be offended by that. Like, I can't take my kid. Like, girl.
Do you think there's
people? Yeah, there's people on there. Like, have you seen TikTok? There's literally people that will like be offended at the fact that you don't include their kids sometimes. And it's like, it's not about.
It ain't about you.
It ain't about fuck them kids or none of that. But respectfully, fuck them kids. Like in certain events. I'm sorry, like, you know, like, why would the bride have to worry about these kids running around and fucking shit up? Like, nobody wants to worry about that.
And if you're not for it, then just don't go. It's not about you.
Yeah, that part.
Like, you're not the one getting married. If you don't like it, then just don't go. The period.
It's never about you or the kids, girl. Like, I just want to say that when people say no kids.
Nothing personal.
You cannot take that personal. People take that shit personal. And it's like, it's not about that at all, girl. Like, we love your kids and all, but like at this wedding, you know what I think? I do think that, of course, like, you know, your very close friends and your family and your core and your say you have like siblings and stuff, they could bring their kids. That's different. Because if I was doing like a no kid party, I could see obviously my nieces and nephews and stuff, or like my really close friends like bringing their kids. I wouldn't mind. But of course, for the general like people, like the general guests, of course, like, yeah, like just no kids. You know, like, we want to have a good time. We don't want to worry about the kids ruining the first dance. We don't want to worry about them breaking shit. I don't know why people get offended about that. It's like, come on, girl. Wouldn't you also want to have a good time? Like, leave the kids at home.
Like, girl, I'm making you a favor.
Like, girl, if anything, this is a little vacation for you. Yeah. Leave the kids at home, party it up a little bit. Don't worry about these kids, girl.
Yeah.
But let's see. Another one that I see on this list, because I'm looking at a list online, it says limit tech use.
What is that? Oh, like phones and stuff?
Oh, okay, I understand that it's like turning your cell phone to silent, like in the ceremony.
You know what? We've gone to a wedding actually where they had us put our phones away. Remember?
Oh yeah.
They had us completely put our phones away. We could not use our phones the entire time. And I gotta say, girl, I really like lived in the moment.
Yeah.
And I still remember the whole thing.
Yeah, that's true.
Because you think you're like, oh, well, like for memories. Like, no, like I still like, it was a really nice wedding.
And then also, Mayra, like a wedding is so special that as the groom and the bride, you want to be the first one to like post your wedding dress.
Oh, yeah.
You want to be the first one to show your wedding off. And a lot of times, like, how do you tell like everybody, like, guys, please don't post the ceremony. Let me post first. Like, and you could literally tell them, dude. You could tell them, like, please, no posting, and it don't matter. Someone's going to post you before.
Somebody wants to be the first, which is fucking wild to me. Which is
kind of wild. Like, wouldn't you want to wait for the bride to post your picture first, at least? You know?
Yeah.
It's like with, like, even with, like, I don't know, YouTube etiquette. Like, when we all go to a wedding, we all wait for them to post first.
I think before we post the vlog. I think for, like, any parties, like the event, or even like, I mean, literally anything. Like, I know not to post first because it's like their thing. I'm like, let them post their party or whatever, and then we'll post afterwards. It's etiquette. You just know, like, wait.
It's the same thing with like
when someone has a baby.
The same thing with babies. The same thing
with you don't post before them. Like, you're not the one announcing to the world the baby. It's the parents. It's like.
It's the same thing with all of that, yeah. Like the wedding too, you know. Like, let the bride at least post like her stuff first and then you could post. It's kind of weird when it's like the other way around. So, and then also like, you don't want to be like, I mean, I feel like once they post, like, yeah, go off, you know, but I think that's definitely part of etiquette too. Wow. Being like gracious and socializing responsibly. Try not to start drama at people's weddings. I think that's very like rude, obviously, too. Like,
yeah,
going and causing scenes and stuff, like things like that. Never stressing the groom or the bride out. I feel like, for you know, sure. Things like that. Like, let's say like you're having a bad experience with a server and you're like, oh, this server is like not bringing me my food. Like, never go up to the bride and complain to her like, oh, hell no. Can you go tell them to do this or that? Like, never bother them. Like, they're in a good mood. Never bring down the mood.
Well, even like the little situation at your wedding, like that's why we didn't even tell you. Don't be ruining the bride and the groom's day. Period.
Never. Like if there's something going wrong in the wedding, like never like
don't bug them.
Don't bug them. Like they should be the last to know. You know, like
yeah. Respect the seating chart. Okay.
Oh yeah.
I feel like at least for like when you guys eat, you know, so everything could look smooth. Yes. After that, when you guys are drinking and everything, okay, go off, girl. Like. It is what it is. But I feel like you should respect the seating chart because it kind of messes everything up. It's like, what if one family gets there before and then now you're over here sitting on their table and now the other family that was supposed to sit with them, now they don't know where to sit.
No, like, you sit where the fuck you're assigned.
Even if you don't, like, that's only for the eating, girl. I'm sure you can wait.
Not everybody has a seating chart, but like if they do have a seating chart, even if you feel
don't be moving the names around, girl.
No, that's so rude. Or just because your friend is sitting at another table, like y'all could sit together after you eat dinner, like, but respect their seating chart, you know, like, because then that messes everything up. Because then what if your grandma doesn't have a seat because you decided to go fucking sit where she's sitting at?
Yeah,
because I saw a TikTok on that. How the grandma pulls up and she's like, I don't have a seat. There's someone sitting in it. And she goes up to the lady like, this is my seat. And the lady's like, I'm not moving.
I'd be like, well, bitch, you're going to have to leave my fucking wedding then.
It turned out that she was actually like one of the uncles, like random like girls.
It'd be the people that didn't like help at all for the fucking wedding that puts her fucking moñitos on.
No, literally, you guys, obviously my brother is in the wedding business and he literally says like the ones that usually have something to say or complain at the actual event, it's usually like the random tia, the random cousin, someone that didn't pay $1 for the wedding.
Yes.
It's usually like the bride and groom are thriving, you know, and it's usually a random person complaining that like no cooperó nada. Like,
literally.
It's usually that.
No, literally.
Yeah.
But for anyone that's like getting married and stuff, I think one thing you should absolutely do, don't forget to eat. Like, make sure you sit down and eat because
that's hard. How when you do
it's hard, but make sure you take that moment in with your husband and just sit down and eat. Make sure you eat. Make sure you take pictures together, you know, like as a couple, because people are asking for pictures. Like me and Brian for our wedding. There was a moment where I was like, we haven't even took pictures at the booth. Like, what the fuck are we doing? I was already sweaty by that point. Like take advantage. I know people are like, literally.
Weddings are hectic. As much as you want to take the moment in, like
but try to take
catering
it in
to
though.
Guests and stuff. But
try to take in the moment. And if you could touch up your makeup, touch it up because I regret so bad not having my makeup bag in the venue because I didn't even have like lipstick by the end of the night.
Oh, wow.
Those kind of things bug me.
Oh, okay.
I'm like, oh, my face was like sweaty. Like it was like those little things. If you could have someone to touch up your makeup, I think you had them touching up your makeup, huh? Mm-hmm. That way you couldn't look like put together the whole night. Mm-hmm. Those are like little tips I would give. Have your little makeup bag on the go and make sure you eat and just take in the moment, like live in the moment. Mm-hmm. That's my advice I would give.
Yeah. I mean, that's exactly what I would say. Just take it in and fuck what anybody thinks. Honestly, it's your day. At the end of the day, all that matters is your love. And that's all it is.
Absolutely.
Celebrating your union.
Love. Yeah.
And that is it. What anybody else thinks, I don't give a fuck. Who's getting married? Me or you, bitch?
Yeah, that part.
And that's that, mama. Mm-hmm. But anyways.
But you guys, we are doing our first giveaway.
Bitch, I was about to end this podcast. I forgot we're doing a giveaway.
She's like, I'm not doing a giveaway no more, girl. No, you guys, we are so grateful for all the love that you guys have given this podcast. And me and Karina have talked about, you know, doing giveaways and Finally, season 2, we have an amazing giveaway that I think you guys are going to love. And, we're just so grateful. And we hope to continue to do these giveaways for you guys. You guys are going to be shocked with this.
You guys, it is a Gucci purse. It's so cute. Let me show you guys.
Oh my God, it is so cute.
First giveaway for the Chins and Giggles listeners.
Yep.
And all you have to do to enter is, make sure you guys are subscribed to us.
Yes. Make sure you guys are subscribed to the Chins and Giggles podcast.
Make sure you guys, of course, follow Chins and Giggles on Instagram as well.
Yeah.
And follow us.
Make sure you follow me and Karina on Instagram as well.
And leave a comment below.
Yeah, leave a comment below. That's all. We don't want to make it too complicated for you guys.
Make sure you guys are commenting, you guys. It doesn't have to be anything specific that you need to comment. Just comment. And you could enter as many times as you want.
Yep.
But make sure you guys are just subscribed, following us, and all that jazz. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Here's the reveal. Wait. I feel like I have to open it, guys. So
why don't you just pull out the... Okay.
Here's the bag, you guys. It's so cute. And it's very Chins and Giggles.
It's very Chins and Giggles. Oh, my goodness. Ah! Girl, I want to keep this first. Now I see why Karina didn't want to do this giveaway. Just kidding. She's like, I'm trying to keep it myself, girl. Right. It is so cute, you guys.
Here's the bag, y'all.
Ready? Isn't it so cute?
How cute
but you have to show the chain that it comes with.
Oh, yeah. I think it's in here.
How cute is this little Gucci purse?
Let me show. It comes with a chain.
I think the chain completes it.
Oh, the chain's right here.
It completes it. It's very, very, very cute.
You guys, I'm like obsessed with this bag. It's so cute. Dang, this shit is like, see y'all, this is brand new. Mm-hmm. Chain and all put away.
But we gotta show you guys because it's so freaking cute. I feel like the chain really completes it, Karina. It gives it that really girly look. The chain's like well, you don't have to take it off because then you probably want to make sure that they receive it like brand new.
Yeah,
but how cute is a chain? Look, lift it because I feel like the plant is like on the way. Like, how freaking cute is this? Oh my God, this is so cute. Let's get a little close up of this one. Look how cute.
She's so
Look at the chain. We start to put it on. I feel like the chain really, though, like completes it. Look at that.
It's such a cute purse, you guys.
Oh, that's so cute.
And it's hot pink, y'all. It's giving very Chins and Giggles.
It's super, super cute. I love the chain, Karina.
It's so cute, huh?
It looks like it's just a chain, but I feel like the texture of it, like all the little chains, it kind of looks like it has like rhinestones, but it doesn't.
Yeah, it's very like glam. It's very glam, pink vibes. And I just feel like it's so Chins and Giggles vibes. I was like, you guys...
We will let's announce the winner in the next episode.
Yeah, we'll announce the winner in the next episode, you guys. So go ahead, start submitting. All you have to do is be subscribed here on Chins and Giggles, and make sure you guys follow Chins and Giggles on Instagram. Make sure you're following me and Mayra, and go crazy in the comments, you guys.
Yep.
Enter as many times as you guys want, and next week we will.
She's like, we're giving away another Gucci bag.
And
I don't know if Chins and Giggles still got that kind of going, girl, but honestly, we do want to make sure we do these giveaways often because we are so freaking grateful for you guys. Like, literally, the support that this podcast has got, Karina.
Yes.
Girl, I really thought we could never.
No, yeah, you guys are amazing. Seriously. I was like, when you start, maybe we could what's something else you guys want us to give away?
I feel like this was a good start, though, because it's very Chins and Giggles vibes. It's a cute little... Can we see how it looks like?
She's so cute, huh? Here, let me just close her up.
I put the chain small. Back in.
She's perfect. So cute.
She is so cute.
Such a cute little Gucci purse.
It's super, super cute.
Back in the bag so that she doesn't get harmed for y'all. She'll be brand new when we send it out to you guys. Here she is. But yeah, guys, go ahead and enter. This all the way. I know. Oh, and then it has a bigger strap.
Oh, yes.
It has a bigger strap if you want
like a thicker strap.
Yeah, so if you're going more to like a fancy event, you could put like the chain. And if you're going more like everyday vibes, then you put this strap on. Like more casual. I freaking love it. It's
you so guys have cute. To. Oh my God, we're gonna put a picture here how it actually looks like with a chain when they were showing it like on the display because it looks really cute like with a chain. It's very, very girly.
So cute.
So we'll have the picture somewhere here. It is super, super cute. But yeah, that's exciting. Our first giveaway.
Yes, guys. Make sure you guys enter. Thank you guys so much for tuning in, y'all. Let us know what you guys want to win next. I'm excited to get into like this giveaway world on Chins and Giggles.
Yes.
But thank you guys for watching. We love y'all, and we'll see y'all
in the next one. Bye.